Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 5 of Sesshomaru Streaming. I'm Sesshomaru. Hopefully today we can survive some mistakes. It looks so shiny. Playing some Path of Exile today, maybe watching some videos. I like watching Asmongold. I agree with most of his takes. He sure spits it out, doesn't he? So Path of Exile. I think this is a new part. We'll, Alright. Oh wait, there was something I wanted to try. This is supposed to be a lightning arrow build, but I don't have lightning arrow. So I have to get lightning arrow. See if I can buy lightning arrow anyways. Purchase items? No. I wonder if I can... Yes. Teleport to the different acts. Where would be Act 3? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm having an okay day so far. I tried to go to bed early so I could wake up a little bit earlier and stream a little bit earlier. Okay. Hopefully one of these is the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for lightning arrow. Blade flurry, charge dash, cremation, plague bearer. Oh no, doesn't look like it's here. Let's try Act 4. Hey, thanks for coming to check me out. I'm new to the game, Path of Exile. It's an ARPG. You kill stuff, you loot it, you get better loot. You make a build, you kill more stuff, get better loot, kill harder stuff, get better loot. That's kind of a rotation it is. It's a pretty fun game. My friends have all played it like league after league after league. This is my first league here. My first time. Well, I guess I started other leagues, but this is the highest I've ever gotten, 45. I was quit before that. I got overwhelmed by the currency system. Okay. We're looking for lightning arrow. Does anybody know where lightning arrow is? Try Act 2. What the heck? Huh. Wonder if it's at this one. It's kind of crappy, isn't it? I guess we'll have to look it up. Alright. Where I lightning arrow viewing. Try to figure this out. Lightning arrow. Lightning arrow can drop anywhere. Can create it by the following recipes. Oh, Act 1. Okay. Let's go try Act 1. Oops. I think I found it, guys. Found it in Act 1, Lightning Arrow. Go by that, see if it helps me kill stuff a little bit easier. I think it's my survivability that needs help. Lightning arrow. There, let's try that out. Go to town. Okay. Ah! That's definitely fire. I definitely stood in the fire. One thing that you shouldn't do. Alright.
That's because it is intentional manipulation. Like, what value is it to the viewer that there's a tiny little stream at the bottom left-hand corner, the bottom right-hand corner of the screen? So, how does a person read it? So this is actually very interesting. Now we're going to get into a little bit of psychology. So you have a book, right, or you have a screen. This is how people read screens in English language, right? Obviously in Japan it'd be different because they consume, manga's different, right? They go like this. Because that's the way people are taught to read. So whenever the screen is right here, it's clearly intentionally manipulative. Most people never see it. Yeah, and that's what they rely on. I don't get why embedding is useful or needed in the first place. All right, let me explain one. Higher viewer count, concurrent viewer count is the main metric that people use in order to determine whether somebody is a big streamer or not, right? It's not how many followers you have. I mean, all these things matter, but it's primarily view count. So basically, if your viewer count is high, advertisers are going to pay more money, and they're being scammed because you're saying your viewer count is high and it's not really that high because people aren't really watching the stream, watch it, right?
It's kind of a douchebag thing. He's talking about F Extra Life. They embed, so they're streamers, and they have this little tiny box playing on websites for their guides. So they have their own little guide site, and anybody who's on that site for guides for any of their games is constantly has a little box of their stream open in the bottom corner of it, and because of that they count as getting like tons and tons of viewers because it counts everybody who's on the website looking at guides instead of everybody who's just watching the show. So because of that, their numbers are inflated, and when their numbers are inflated they can take advantage of the system, really. And it kind of sucks too because it not only it hurts, it actively hurts people who are streaming the same title or any of that stuff. And like they were one of the like he says it in this video that one of the people who they had a big advertising plan for this new game, Immortals of Avernus, and oh cool, and oh that's cool. The big advertising plan included paying F Extra Life a whole bunch of money, and their numbers were all boosted up because of their site, so not as many actual human beings saw the ads. So now you got people thinking that, or maybe companies start thinking that it's not worth it to pay as much for ads. So it's like doubly hurting the streamer community. That's what he's talking about now, anyways.
The other issue is that what do you call it? It's directory placement. So if you're higher in the directory, you'll get more people that are organically going to see your stream. Like for example, if I want to watch a stream for Fortnite, well, the first person I'm going to see is Ninja. And so most people are going to click on Ninja because he's the first thing they see. So if the first thing or the third thing they see, right, because there's a cascading benefit here. Why does Twitch give the embed option in the first place? There's a lot of reasons for it. It's a snowball effect, yeah, exactly. Why is it even an option? I think that some people, I don't really know, I think Twitch uses it sometimes even. Can you expand on following to driver numbers and experience? Just don't watch. Well, they probably, so the reason why it probably ruined their experience is that they watched a person who was incredibly fucking boring, not doing anything, and they see that nothing is going on in the game. It's incredibly lame. There's no viewer experience going on. It's just a really, bad at the game. I don't know about bad at the game, no idea.
Kind of feel like I'm being bad. But I hope this is creative enough and changing enough. I don't get docked on it. I guess my YouTube channel isn't that big yet. Yikes. Lightning was pretty cool. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was not saying too much watching the video. But it's a pretty good video to watch. Apparently they're gonna be doing something about it. Or that's what it sounds like. Is starting and getting going. So that they'll block the site so that the little embeds on the site won't count towards views. Now we'll see a lot closer to their actual views. What's that? I am Zeal. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to the video.
But like, it's hard to be bad at New World, but sure. So like, they're going to get their first impression of a game. Like, how many of you guys, like, you started playing a video game because you saw a really cool video of that video game? Maybe many times, right? So is it really unreasonable to say that the opposite can also be true? Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go Carl Maxwell. Betting's my bad take. Why is it bad? Explain yourself and your thinking, and let's get to the bottom of this. Back on Joe. No, I don't like you betting. Anyway, Asmongold has to be right about everything. Okay.
What?
All right, you're gonna have your chance right now, Stony. Tell me what I'm wrong about. 1 sec. Okay. He's charging up his. I'm sure he's cooking up a good one. Betting helps straw streamers avoid the tyranny of view count and lack of discoverability on Twitch. You hate the idea that someone might maintain content outside of Twitch that adds value and drives viewers to them.
It's always so funny how many people fight with him and get so mad, and they come in and they argue and they go, "What about?" and this and or the people. I've watched his streams now for a while, and the people that come in, that what do? Oh, they just equate what he's saying to something completely different. He'll be like, I saw a teddy bear walk down the street, and they'll be like, are you saying it's cool for teddy bears to walk down the street and in front of this and doing that? And they'll add all these different like qualifiers to what he said, and completely change what he said. And they're like, oh, is that what you mean? And he's like, no, that's not what I meant. You're just crazy. And he bans them.
Okay, let me go ahead and address that. Alright, let's deconstruct this. Embedding helps small streamers avoid the tyranny of view count and lack of discoverability on Twitch. Yes, it does, by allowing them to join the tyrannical class. You hate the idea that someone might maintain content outside of Twitch that adds value and drives viewers to them. My YouTube is my primary source of income and revenue. Actually, it's not. My company's on. But my YouTube is my second primary source. And So like the idea that like I need Twitch is relevant. I don't run any ads on this channel. I don't have any subs on this channel. I might have to change that. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. But right now I don't, and I haven't for years. So like you're wrong on everything. You have to admit that Twitch has crap discoverability, and this is part of why they added raids. There was a time whenever you did need Twitch though. I would actually argue that's not the case, and the reason why I would argue that's not the case is
I hope I get to that point someday where YouTube videos are doing good. But be nice to be good on Kick too. If you guys keep watching me, I'm here. Make content with you. That's the best content. It's people connecting, people learning about each other and understanding one another. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here by the game. Hope everybody's week's going alright. It's just Monday, I guess. We've got a long one ahead of us. Well, hopefully that sticking around here listening is making the day go by a little bit quicker. Trying to keep it interesting, keep talking, make sure that I'm interesting, or that my personality shows through, because I never know when somebody's going to come in, and you never know when somebody's going to watch the video either. So, on YouTube, yeah, this might be me, even me watching 20 years from now, remembering the time when I just started out and wanted to be a streamer. I wonder how it'll look 20 years from now. If it'll be from a place of success, or if it'll be from a place of failure. There's only one way to find out. Reboot. No, I mean, live through it. I have to keep living. Templar K Quartz. First time coming into these things. Ooh, we're getting achievements too. I didn't even know this game had achievements. Alright, let's see what the video's got to say.
And my YouTube channel was much more successful than my Twitch channel. That's why my first stream that I ever did had 250 viewers. And then my second stream had 1,000. It's because of my YouTube channel. And that's where I've always been popular. And then once my videos got really popular on YouTube, that's whenever I went from getting 8,000 average viewers to 30,000 average viewers in like a month or two. So yeah, also Twitch having crap discoverability is not a justification to cheat and then basically give some, like basically hot potato that problem onto the next person. We'll see if this person has a response yet. Of course not. So if you can embed Twitch on YouTube, you might have driven a higher view count. It doesn't seem like cheating. So if you can
I can't wait to argue with people.
Yeah, you could have done that. Yeah, for sure. I like your content a lot.
I like arguing. I argue a lot.
The reason why I'm not wrong about this
I used to be the person who, even though I didn't have that stance, I didn't feel or believe it, I'd want to argue about it.
I don't know what's going on in the Tarkov section, and I just said, I don't want to talk about that, I don't know what's going on with that, I have no idea. So it's funny that you bring that up whenever, even inside of this individual topic, there is something that I clearly explained, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's it, I don't know. So yeah, I'm confident in my opinion because I'm an expert in the space. That's the...
He's been playing for years, and he's been streaming for 7 years. He's pretty decent. He's really entertaining. He manages to keep talking, throwing out opinions that people either like or dislike, usually dislike. But most of the stuff, I don't know, most of the stuff that he says for me is common sense. It just makes me wonder about people. If what I think is common sense and people are getting mad at his takes, it's kind of strange, isn't it? So my common sense must be a little bit different than other people's common sense, is what I'm getting at. But common sense is, I don't know, I guess it is cultural. It is different depending on where you come from and where you live, how you grow up. Especially if you've, like grown up on a farm. Yeah, I didn't have very many animals on the farm, but there's some stuff that are that's common sense to, people who are around large animals a lot. They probably have lots of common sense stuff that, We don't really know. Yeah, I had a few years growing up on a farm. So I think age 3, 4 to 6. So a few years. I don't know. I guess I always felt like more when I was growing up because it was such a big chunk of my childhood. But if I can go through here. See, that's weird. I gotta learn to read these maps better. I keep thinking that stairs are walls. Thanks for popping by. Just playing some Poe. This is my first ever attempt to get to the end of a league. Oh, as you can tell by my terrible gameplay. But a couple friends set me up with some gear, and they kind of posted me my nose in the right direction, asking which way I wanted to go. So I'm trying a lightning arrow build, a starter build. I'm probably not going to get past a starter build this season, because just learning the game. There's so much to learn. Oh man. Oh, I didn't die. I thought I did. Jeez. That was a little scary. Probably not talking loud enough. I should start practicing that. Kind of projecting my voice a little bit better. Maybe get that mic closer. I'll have to think about getting a stand. I could probably jimmy rig one up. But I don't know. I have to grab something. Hold this mic a little bit closer. That way that maybe I could extend this table. Where's the door? Ooh, leveled up. Oh, died. Really died. Looks like I'm going to be dying a lot lately. Or now. I don't really know why. I'm trying to follow the build. Oh, I got 2 points to build. Did I close? Oh, I closed that program. Come on. There we go. Oh man, I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember which one I need. So I'll have to look up that lightning arrow build again. Or no, there's a program that I downloaded. Documents, downloads. Path of building. Path of building. File location. Where's that? Whatever. no. I have to copy the lightning build again. Alright. Lightning arrow. PoE. Path building. Oops. Let's see if that's it. All right. All right. Got it, guys. Nice. I figured it out. See, that's what I gotta do. I gotta learn just a little bit at a time, look up a little bit at a time, and that's how you get into this game. Alright, where am I going? Oh yeah, I died. Alright. We killed him. We killed him that time. Oh. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Didn't want to do that. I don't know what it is. I know I would learn how to do it if I did it once, but I'll plead ignorance for today. Let's see how this goes. We're down to one viewer. I wonder if one viewer is just me. Sometimes it says one viewer, sometimes it says 2 viewers. Sometimes it says 11 viewers. I never know if it's accurate or not. How many people are in? I'm trying to, no matter the viewer count, I'm trying to give the same amount of, or give some quality of life entertainment. I guess, what else could I do? I can get in opinions. We all got them. I wonder if... Well, let's go back here then. We'll see how popular Path of Exile is. I will also check Discord out. cool. Fire resistance. Alright. Let's keep going, guys. We got the video to play. We got path open. Alright. What are we going to do now? We got another quest here. This quest is to return to Oriath. Where's Oriath? That's this town, isn't it? Talk to Lanny. Oh, here we go. Alright. So we got that one, We'll head to the next one now. Alright.
Case. It's a literal fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. I know what I'm talking about. Go for it. Okay. I just think what FX Drive isn't easier, everyone will do it. They create good content out of Twitch and then subsidize it. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about, yeah, you can type it again. So anyway, let's talk about this. So if, let's say, I have a website, let's say Starforge, right? We'd never do this. Let's say Starforge starts selling and betting. Like, you can go to Starforge, like for example, Joker can go to Starforge and give us $1,000, and we will embed his stream onto the front of our page. And theoretically, right, what if, right, we were getting 10,000 average viewers on our website all the time? Like, that would be really cool, right? So, like, imagine, like, theoretically, right, this is a theoretical scenario, that a person spends $1,000 and they get 10,000
See,
viewers.
he's explaining how they're being taken over. I mean, if you're paying for 0 viewers, then you're not getting what you're paid for. And then the value of the item in your mind goes down. And that's just the way it works. And this FX Life, guys, been pretty bad. I know I'm watching some material, and I'm kind of iffy on that too, the whole reacting thing, because I don't want to steal anybody's hard work. I just want to find a way to get you guys to understand who I am, and whether or not you want to hang out with me. And a quick and easy way of doing that is have me react, and then when we both react the same way, you get to know me. You get to understand how I react to certain things, and that's when the connection happens. I know it's kind of parasocial, but feeling like friends with your chat can't be the worst thing in the world, right? It can be okay. I just got to get my chat to be a big enough chat so that I can talk. Right now my chat is too young to talk. I had some chatters on the first couple of days, but they were family and friends. So, I don't know, that still counts, I guess. Family and friends coming to help check out my stream. It's really nice of them. And it sure made it easier, because I just kept thinking about stuff to talk about, because they'd say something and then I'd keep talking, talk about the next thing. Had a couple jokes. They did little laughy faces, and my first laughy faces in chat. So That was pretty fun. Yeah, I haven't. This is the highest I've ever been in a league. Level 40 something. I've never gotten to endgame before. So this will be my first time getting to endgame, I think. I don't think I'll keep playing until I get to endgame. Maybe I'll try to make the lightning arrow build pop with some gear. Play with my friend Logan. He likes playing this game. He's my friend's son. He's 11. He's been playing it. He's better than me already because he's played it way more than me. But that's, I don't know, he's a cool kid. I kind of get to hang out with him like older brother style. So we've gone on walks and gone to the park and hung out and we talk. He's pretty cool. It's really, really cool. I really want to have kids, and it's really cool hanging out with kids. They're such amazing little creatures, and they want to learn so much. Like, even when they pretend they don't want to learn, they just still want to learn so much. And it's just incredible to be around them. They're little sponges. I just hope that I can, help them have a better childhood than I did. I had an okay childhood, but it had its downsides. And I just hope that they can live through their childhood without any kind of fear or without too much confusion and pain. I guess you want that for every child, right? Yeah. It's not a hot take. Got a bunch of little items there. Yeah, so this game's pretty dang fun. I can't get into games for some reason too much lately. I mean, it's easier now because I'm trying to do it for streaming. But it's starting already to feel like a job. Like, I'm not doing it for fun, I'm doing it for work. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, I didn't dodge that. Holy. Three, four turrets and then shoot some people. Ah, don't do that. Use a fire resistant potion, why not? Looks like these guys are using fire. Oh, no, I did it again. I watched the thing run right into me. Phase 2. Oh Oh, another one of those. Ah, don't touch me. Oh no. 3, 4. Keelan, this guy's kind of tricky. I wonder if he's a boss of something. I guess it's not that easy with the big thing in our face either. But it's a little bit tricky to talk and play a boss that I'm not really good at yet. But I'm trying to, so we'll keep trying. As long as I keep trying, then something will keep coming out of my mouth. And if something's coming out of my mouth, then somebody might be listening to it. Or I guess you can't really stop yourself from listening to it if it's just sound that you're playing, unless I'm muted. And if I'm muted, then I'm talking to nobody, but I am talking to nobody anyways. Well, not really. There's at least somebody listening to it. If you're talking to a recording and nobody's there to listen, does it mean somebody's still listening? Because you don't know if there's going to be people there listening to it later. And you can't know that for sure. Oh, geez. That was very bad. That was a very, very bad dodge. I should have dodged a little bit better than that. What do you guys think? And I got this move. Ah! Well, I gotta pay attention somehow. Okay, I'm paying attention. Paying attention. Paying attention. Paying attention. Okay. Okay. Ma! Blew up. Looks like we got it, guys. That's end of Act 5. Now when I die, I'll lose experience, so I'll probably never level up again. That's too bad. Dogs next door are barking. Somebody's walking by. All right. I wonder if I need any of this crap. Probably not. What? Oh, I see. If I have my menu open, it'll try to pick it up for me. All right. Ah, dang it. Use a portal scroll. I don't know what those do. I'll sell all this crap. Okay. So now what? Okay. We gotta kill somebody named Kitava. That's the next thing on our list. Let's check out the video.
Do you think that is functionally different than VBAR? Because it's something that you didn't earn yourself, and all you're doing is you're paying somebody else to embed you. That's right, if I had a really charismatic streamer that wouldn't be hurting the viewers on Twitch thinking the game was boring. If they were very charismatic, they wouldn't lose followers every stream. Embedding isn't the problem. The problem is the embed number should not add to Twitch site viewers. Really great point, Vader. I totally agree with you. It sucks, but let's not pretend that Twitch viewers is a purely meritocratic process. I'm also not being devil's advocate. I think Strive adds value to the gaming space with their site, and they're able to do it in part with funds from Twitch. Okay, so let's go ahead and address this right now. Let's go ahead and break this down. That would suck. Okay, so that's bad then, right? Okay, so the situation that I created is bad. And why is it bad? Because it's functionally the exact same thing. So like what you're saying is that if the person builds it themselves, they should have the right to take advantage of it. So if somebody builds a viewbot, should they have the right to take advantage of that under this situation? Because I feel like that's kind of the same thing. Because both of them functionally accomplish the same
Right.
thing. So I think that's not true at all. It's a bad idea. Let's not pretend like Twitch viewers is a purely meritocratic process. You are absolutely right. But what in life is? Is there anything in life that has a purely meritocratic process? I think
Purely
there's absolutely
meritocratic.
not. And because there's not, then I think that it doesn't mean that it's okay to just cheat and do whatever you want. Does that make sense? So just because something is not meritocratic entirely doesn't mean that it's closer to, doesn't mean that it's okay to cheat. Meritocracy
That's
is a
my
fantasy.
camera
Meritocracy is a fantasy. The meritocracy is
telling me there's a message I won't be able to read
strive
for the next 5 hours.
The people who work the hardest, who try the most, and create the best product and the best experience for viewers should be the ones that gain the rewards and they gain the benefits from those actions. And everything that takes you away from that is generally a
Maybe
bad
I can
thing.
see it
Also,
on.
I think Strive has value to the gaming space with their site, and they're able to do it in part with funds from Twitch.
Yes,
The
YouTube.
ends
Cool.
justify the means argument. It's okay for them to cheat because their cheating is beneficial to other people. Let's go to a website, maxroll.gg. I probably should subscribe to this. Or is there any embedding on this website? No, there's not. And I'm going to say it, and everybody knows it's true. This website is 10x better, 20x better than what you have on FX Light. No embedding. Do you know why? Integrity. And it's the same reason also that the guys from Maxroll would have had their names at the top of the statue for Diablo 4, and they said, no, take us off. It's not fair. Unironic integrity. So no, I don't agree with you that it's necessary. And here's
That's
an example of why it's
awesome. I
not.
didn't know they
A better
did
website
that.
doesn't have embedding. So it's
I didn't know they did that. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's only a few seconds left.
So it's okay to embed if you're playing certain games.
Oh, that's cool. I can just use that to push back here. Let's pick another YouTube video, boys. Oh, let's hear the news. We'll hear it
Today
in
we're talking about the Mr. Beast
regular time. Or maybe not. Maybe not that one. Hardcore death? Yeah, sure. Let's watch some hardcore death.
Oh my god, there's Pat, there's Pat, there's Pat, there's Pat. It was pulled. Okay, pull it back, pull it back.
It's fine.
Alright, shit.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot of mobs.
What is going on right now, guys?
Ooh, what the fuck?
Oh, no, dynamics. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna light a balloon. Okay, I don't have it. No.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jesus.
that was a lot of mobs.
Jesus.
What was that, 3 groups? That had to have been like 3 groups. Let's spend a second watching this. Alright.
What's the get for pulling? Yeah, I know. It's sad. Damn. That's brutal. Okay, what could go wrong? Oh, that can go wrong. Okay, yeah. This actually isn't even that big of a deal. They've got 2 warriors here. Like, look at this. What could possibly go wrong? They're gonna be fine. Oh.
Поехали вливать.
Oh, okay, I can't do that.
Oh, man. Okay, just AoE him down. Yeah, just AoE him down.
Живи.
No, I can't do that one either. It's gotta be something that I don't have to watch. That I can listen to. So let's find something we can listen to.
You could have abandoned the word and just talked about what you were trying to summon behind it. So rather than saying, like, you're an advocate, and he's like, I'm not an advocate.
That's oh, it is 1.75. Why is it so slow? There we go. Listen to these guys. I'm sure that'll be cool. It's transformative, just like you transform stuff.
Okay, actually, I'm living there. And then they expect okay, I had a really, really, really big drug experience when I was 30 that just destroyed my world for a solid year afterward. Okay, let me just get my chat back up, guys, because I shut it down for the entire time. So I apologize if you're like screaming at me on chat. I completely, yeah. I don't know if Destiny, if you're around or watching, I don't know if you'd like to chat about anything. I think there's probably lots of people who are watching. All right, my chat back. Hi guys. Wow, there's a bunch of you still here.
Yeah, chat.
Thanks, guys.
I'm watching you, just in case you wanted to know. Anybody types in chat, I got that shit. I'll read it.
Okay, we're gonna chat. Me and Destiny are gonna chat now. See if we have like a decent impression.
I mean, I might be late. I get distracted pretty easily.
But I think I was like struggling the whole time. Thank you for rating me, by the way, Destiny. I really appreciate that. He's just getting some stuff ready, so I will entertain you guys with my bladder. I'm also very tired, emotionally. Thanks, guys. He's an intense guy, yeah, but he's a really, really interesting guy, and he thinks about things like well. And I think he gets like a really bad rap of engaging in things in like ways that he's not. Please breathe, because you want to hear me breathe, because my mic is bad and you can hear me breathing all the time. Because if you could, none of my mods told me that you could hear me breathing. So thanks for the subscription, guys. As well. I really appreciate it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What were your guys' thoughts?
Okay, I'm dead. I'm totally
On a
dead.
rate of 1 to 10, how challenging was the conversation? I've had worse. Right, because like I said, I've like worked in like forensic settings where like literally like my physical safety was at risk. Even though the whole time it was like tense and intense, and I was really trying to like manage this like weird balance of like I genuinely like him and I like want to like I think something missing on Twitch is the fakeness and toxicity that I think like
For
you have to
Destiny?
develop cows to, and I'm not saying that I won't engage in that at all, but I
Skip to
genuinely think this girl is an individual that I
37:37?
can just have an authentic friendship with because he's such a like a deeply
Why would I
real
skip?
person, basically.
Come on, Erudite, let's see what you got to say.
I thought the lowest point was when Mr. Girl said Recco was crazy. It's gone. I'm sorry, I'm not using my chat this movie. I really appreciate it though. Just like stab it over and over. There are definitely ethical violations going on the stream. Just not learning the right way. You're correct. Mr. Girl's righteous indignation with tears. Yeah, I wasn't saying that there were no ethical things. I think like submitting him to an ethics board is fine with me. Like you can evaluate it. It's just once they decide, we should probably
Oh
do
no,
that, and we shouldn't try
that
to
was
sway their
ridiculous.
One in chat, if you survived the Mr. Girl stare, white people happy.
I feel like I did. I feel like there was only one time where we stared at each other, but it was like mutual. I don't know if I survived it. I feel like, yeah. I feel like one stared, 1, 2. I don't know what that means, what these numbers mean. It's very exciting. Now you have time would be good to hear about malicious definition. Okay, I think the definition of malicious is you intend harm, even if you later justify that it's for a good purpose. If you're intending to do harm, you're being malicious. To some extent, you could argue that yes, even exterminators can like kind of malicious because he's intending to harm the rats, right? It's just like not necessarily like as malicious as like intending to exterminate an entire race of human beings, right? Because socially we view rats as less valuable than humans. And
I like rats. I had 3 pet rats actually. One was named Frog, one was named Boots, and one was named Fievel. After if Fievel goes west, and an American tail. Jeez. These bosses are getting harder. I wonder if my resistances are less than they are, or if I'm supposed to be dying this quick and just dodging everything. It's kind of hard for me to tell. It's my first run. I don't like getting one shot, but I don't think I've been getting one shot. I think I've just been missing my opportunities to heal. Let's call it that. Missing my opportunities to heal. Mistakes were made. Bootblade. Bootblade, don't bother me. Bootblade, don't bother me. Alright, am I going the right way? I think so. Well, oh yeah.
And Hitler isn't stupid. He knew that socially people value those things. So, yeah. Yeah, desired term. Yeah. And that was the definition here. I can show you the definition I found. Not that I think like Webster definitions are necessarily perfect, because they can't keep up with like changing language. I think there's a really creepy baby movie, malicious as well, characterized by intending to harm or do harm. Intending or intended to do harm. Yeah.
Malicious, intending to do harm. I've been malicious.
Who you are and what your channel for new people. That's a really good idea. Thanks, chat. Brilliant. I'm not talking about boss baby. I'm talking about this creepy ass thing. So I am not so erudite. Call me erudite or airy. Although there's a lot of Aries, maybe don't. There's like aristocracy as well. So you can call me erudite. You can also just call me Kyla. That's fine with me too. Whatever you prefer. I am a licensed addictions counselor, not a psychotherapist, just to be clear, and I am a psychometrician. One second.
Licensed addiction
And,
counselor. That's
when people ask me
awesome.
this, I
I wanted to be that.
No. Yeah, I'm okay with people like knowing my first name. It's not the end of the world to me.
Licensed addictions
I'm going
counselor.
to do my
But
master's
I don't
in
know if I'd be able to.
forensic
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
I
fine.
like talking to people. I
And,
like
I
helping
mostly
people
talk
out.
about, like, social political
It's
stuff,
why I'm
activism,
here. That's why
gender
I'm
and health stuff, like, I
trying this
really
streaming out. I want to start
relationships,
talking to people, helping people out. I don't want to
Okay, I'm
imagine
going to
that taking my advice is going to fix
And,
things, but
I think I'm gonna go on camera there.
I imagine that I
Hey,
have
I'm gonna
some
stream on my
advice
second
that's
channel.
worth contemplating, anyways.
I'm not here.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So do you have a big preference?
Sure, let's go on cam just because otherwise.
I've gotten into trouble before giving advice to people, and it was advice given without knowing all the facts, and when you do that, you can end up
There's
hurting
definitely a couple moments
people.
where I definitely was like, am I
And then they
dumb?
take your
Like, I feel
advice,
like
trusting
this is, like, an
you,
obvious thing,
and
and
it
I'm
ends
arguing
up
it, and
hurting
I'm
them,
really,
and that's the
like,
worst
basic
thing ever.
presumptions that I feel
So now I'm a little bit more
like
careful when I
just
give
like,
advice.
I was just like, I don't really know
I
how to
try
argue
to
this. I feel like this is like if you fundamentally disagree about like what
think a little bit about the person I'm giving the advice to and whether or
I
not
think
it'll
back
be
to this conversation
helpful,
is because,
beneficial or not.
Max is a pretty unique person, so it's going to be pretty unique to him.
Because if it's not going to be beneficial,
it's going to be pretty unique.
if it's going to
This one's
be
kind of a general sense. Sometimes you run into
malicious,
people who have different
then you
definitions
obviously
of
shouldn't
words,
do it.
different ways of understanding things than what you normally expect. And I think there's only one productive way to go when you run into that. I think it's just ask them for their definition, and then you just assume that to be true, and then you just work from there. Because something weird that can happen sometimes in these conversations is you end up getting hung up fighting on like the definition of a word when it's probably not that important. If you just understand how they define it, then you go from there. And some people have weird definitions, so it's like not worth fighting over. Or if you, that's like in the if your goal of the conversation is to have like a good conversation around a topic and you want to talk about that topic, that's the way to go. If you're looking more for kind of like an argumentative thing, you want to challenge somebody to be confrontational, then you can start fighting on the definitions of the words. Sometimes people can define things in some ways that are so like arbitrary that it becomes meaningless. Like I think the malicious thing was what like it became so reductive that it became a little. I was like, okay, well, would you not say that? So you're saying malicious is required intent? It's like, yeah. Well, was Hitler malicious? No. Well, why not? Because he didn't think the Jews were human, so treating them poorly wasn't a malicious act. Well, okay. Well, who's malicious? Well, serial killers. Well, what if serial killers dehumanize their like victims first? Well, like it's such a weird reading of that word.
Yeah.
That it's almost not even worth like debating on that because why do it?
Yeah. That's probably the first time I've encountered that to such an extent. Like I feel like I've encountered a fair bit socially just like in my practice and stuff. That I just like I was like I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know what to do with this. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's true.
These guys are talking now about. They're talking after a conversation they had with this creator, Mr. Girl, and man, I don't know. I've seen this guy talk a few times with different people, and it's kind of scares me. It reminds me of the family, the Cameron family. It just really, really unhealthy words, choices, and focusing, and like victimizing. It was gross. I had my mouth open the whole time. I couldn't believe he was saying the things he was saying. And then I guess they talked to him about it because they thought it was kind of weird too. I don't know. I don't want to get too far into a rabbit hole of somebody who's not that nice of a person. Or potentially not that nice of a person.
Yeah, there was something that he said though. When people have weird definitions for things, I think as humans we try to understand the world in different ways. I think that there was like one nugget of information that he had there that was a more interesting example with, which I think I actually agree with him on. In that it's very rare when a person is just like outwardly malicious. Usually people are being kind of selfish, or maybe somebody is just being inconsiderate. But like it's pretty rare that somebody's like being outwardly just I want to harm a person. So maybe like extracting that nugget of truth and then moving the conversation.
I don't know. I gotta think that the Mr. Girl was the kind of person who was doing that kind of stuff.
In that direction is good, rather than coming back and fighting on that word over and over again. Because some people will have definitions of words, and it's like, okay, this is like, I'm not gonna, and a lot of people will build a lot around these definitions of words, and you can't change their mind on it because it requires them to like rework a whole bunch of their ideologies. So it's better to just like, okay, tell me what you mean, and then move on from there rather than trying to find it.
So rather than tangling with like what maliciousness is, kind of engaging with this idea of like being outwardly malicious but not intending to, or like not
Kind of,
claiming
yeah,
to be
basically.
malicious.
Yeah, and it's hard. The onus is on you to extract your own meaning. Like,
Yeah.
let's say I'm having a conversation with someone, and they're like, I think Biden's fascist. I'm like, okay, when you say fascist, what do you mean by that? And like, well, I think that you're a fascist when the government's engaging in a whole bunch of social spending. And it's like, okay, well, so at this point, it's like, do I want to argue? Like, it seems like they have a problem with social spending. Let's talk about whether the government is engaging in too much social spending. So I would move the conversation to that part rather than, okay, hold on, your definition of fascism doesn't make any sense. Let's fight over that because it's just not really relevant. Like, once we finally agree on what the definition of fascism is, we'll say, okay, well, he's not a fascist. He's just somebody that is in favor of a lot of government spending. Well, we're going to talk about that anyway. So there's really no point in like cleaning up the definition now. So like, say.
I totally missed all that. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's just check out this area. I wonder what that was. Card, maybe? Oh. Oh, geez. That was quick. There's got to be something that I'm doing wrong, right? I can't just die that easy for no reason. Just rain and damage. There we go. I don't know what's gotten in my yawning. Thanks for staying in and hanging out, you guys. If you can hear me, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Every view, every moment I get to spend with another person, it's another moment added into my life. Oh, come on. Oh, that totally killed me. Oh, I must have had somebody.
But Max, you ironed out what malicious meant. He might say like, okay, fine, well, I would say these other things are malicious, but I don't really think that that type of maliciousness is bad here to this type of thing.
Okay.
Now you're just moving the conversation, I think.
Okay, so the best question after the point is be like, what is an example then to you of maliciousness? So you can like, if you can't agree on the definition, then you can get like a working operational definition of
Yeah,
what they
well,
think.
they have a
it is.
definition. What do you think it is? And then you would understand that. Because that's what I would do. Otherwise, yeah, you get bogged down all day in fighting over weird semantic stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about? Oh, sorry. Go ahead if you have more on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be super critical. You just did it again. You have to be more assertive. What the fuck?
Yes, I think so. That is an area where I'm noticing my like counseling skills are struggling because like the whole point when you're trained as a counselor, and this is where like being a counselor is tricky because like
You don't
things
wanna
that
interrupt the client.
you're trained in become just habitual even if you're not the client, right? Because it's just like I'm just trained to build rapport to some extent, not because like, and I'm trained because I like doing this job, right? And I like building rapport with like people by and large. So yeah, that's definitely
I know exactly what she's talking about. Building rapport with people. That's something I do automatically. And it's why it bugs me so much that I haven't been talking to people too much in the last couple of years. It's because blacksmith's whetstone. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, making rapport with people. I guess I don't even need to see that one, do I?
The spheres, I need to get over because it's not my modus of operandi when I'm talking to somebody that I don't know, right? If it's a friend or my family, like whatever I want. But when it's somebody I don't know, I kind of go back into like, let's find and build common ground first. Yeah.
Which is okay, but you can still be assertive. If it's an argument, it's important that you get your side. People like get really scared when you start a debate or argument. People are really scared. So like you are in a debate, you're in an argument. So I think it's important to represent your side because if you let the other person take the reins all over the place, you kind of end up getting dragged from point to point to point, and you never even really get to fully flesh out. Like I must have listened for, I don't think I'm exaggerating, but it was like a full like 7 or 8 minutes. I think you were trying to get out like one answer, and you never actually could do it. You just
Yeah.
kept getting, and it was like, oh my god, just like I think I was scared when you were like, just finish fucking talk. But you like kept letting him like drag you off into another area. And like, what the fuck? And I think he even said at the end of that, he's like, you won't answer my question ever. And you actually finally was like, I'm trying to. It's like, yes, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because I don't think I like when we had chatted a little bit like through DMs before, he was really open about the thing. I'm mad. This might be an argument.
That's
to make,
crazy.
fair. And I was like, that's fair.
There's
I
some people that are
I
good.
genuinely really like Mr. Girl, and so I think I was trying the whole time.
There's some people that are like that, just so crazy manipulative. They have to have all the conversation, and then they'll, at the end of it, after interrupting you and after snaking the entire thing, they'll say you're not even answering my question. It's so manipulative, and I wonder if it's just so ingrained in Mr. Girl's mind that he just does it automatically, or if he's actually intentionally doing it. I guess, what does it matter? If it's intentional or not intentional, it's still causing harm, isn't it?
Approach it from like, I don't want to fight you or debate you about ideas. I want to like talk with you, which maybe is just like dumb to do, which I'm not really sure. But like genuinely, like the thing of like I'm interested in just like authentic being friends is legitimate.
Sure, but I think it's fair to say that we have different goals with different conversations, right? So your way of talking to a patient in terms of building rapport, that's a highly effective way to build rapport with somebody. That style of conversation, we probably also work on like dates, right? Where you ask people questions and talk about themselves, and then they feel like you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. But my understanding is this conversation from the outset was probably a little bit more confrontational. You already knew largely, or at least you had the general outline of what you believed. There might have been some things you wanted to clarify points on, but you wanted to stick at a position that was in contrast to his. So when the goal of the conversation changes, I think conversational style probably needs to adapt along with it. Because when you're using an inappropriate conversation style, it doesn't match the goal of the conversation, then the goal is right. If I use if I go into a date and I'm asking something, like my goal in a date is what are the questions I can ask you to talk the most about yourself, and then you reflect that back at you, feel like I understand you, and we're having a good conversation. If I have that kind of argument publicly with a Nazi,
Oh no.
because it's like,
Died.
Man, I understand what you say. Like white people being genocide. Like, yeah, dude. Like that's gonna be a weird, right? In a confrontational conversation, my goal is different, so the style of conversation needs to be similar.
Yeah, I think maybe that's something that I should have clarified at the beginning was our goals, right? Because fundamentally, I accepted this chat with him before this Dr. K stuff really started to fully. Like I didn't even know he had a strong opinion about Dr. K when he originally approached me for the conversation. I was just like, oh sweet, I really like Mr. Girl. This would be super fun to talk to him. Okay, he wants to talk about like this random psychiatrist that I've literally never listened to. Sure, I'll just do a bunch of research so I can engage with him. And then as I saw like the momentum around this growing and growing, I was like, oh gosh, like my goal for this conversation was completely different. Which is like maybe I should have like messaged him back potentially, like, hey, like we can talk about Dr. K if you want to, but like just so you know, like I'm not super invested in the Dr. K stuff, and you are, and so like it might be better for you to have a debate with somebody who has like a really really strong feeling, maybe averse to or pro Dr. K. So like perhaps like establishing. Like being more clear, like I felt like I was clear about how I was like feeling and thinking about stuff, but perhaps just like my goal is like I think it would be good if he like changed
Oh,
his
they had a
approach to
Dr.
these
K
things. But, like, overall,
conversation.
Like,
I didn't know they had a Dr. K conversation. Dr. K's, I think he's a professional that comes on and does chats with people, and he doesn't do like actual therapy, but it's kind of like just getting to know people, kind of something like what I want to do. Actually, I'd like to do what Dr. K does, except for not as from a professional, but as a peer to peer, not from a place of power kind of thing.
if he doesn't, that's not going to change. That's not going to change what?
It's not going to change your view of Mr. Girl, or what?
Well, I'm trying to decide if that's would it change my view of Mr. Girl.
Whether or not Dr. K changed course, or whether or not he was an effective advocate or artist.
Yeah, like kind of how he goes what direction he goes with this. I think like it might a little bit, just because if I think like he engages in like somewhat like bad practice or like bad engagement, and I'm like, I don't disagree with that, but like you can be friends with somebody, like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, not on Twitch, but
That's true.
ordinarily, yeah, no, I understand, yeah.
That's true, yeah. Which I think is like what he kind of was alluding towards the end of him, like being like, well, I'm realizing the sphere is really
Jeez.
different. Like, and we'll see, which is fair. I think it's fair.
Those guys just about killed me.
I'm like, I feel like I'm like, you know, when like you're brand new and like fucking like junior high, and you're like, you don't know any of the culture rules. That's for sure my perspective right now. Like, I didn't even watch Twitch until I really started like thinking about getting into it like 2 weeks ago. So.
Gotcha. I kind of feel like once I got out of high school, I realized that everything in life was like high school, and that's been my guiding principle for all forms of social interaction, whether it's corporate, work, Twitch, but
That's fair. That's fair. I think that's horrifying to hear, depending on that person's experience with high school.
a little bit, kind of horrifying, kind of comforting. I think people are pretty predictable. I don't think like people are crazy. I think it was a little selfish. I think for Mr. Girl, I think it's possible to maintain friendship with a multi rainbow. It seems like that kind of person.
Yeah.
You could have still be friends with.
Yeah, I agree. Which is why I was like, we could actually maybe be authentic friends, even in a Twitch sphere, which would be kind of cool. It would be like something that people don't usually do, is like actually maintain a legitimate friendship. But
For sure. Yeah, be more assertive. Thank you all so much. Do you take any classes on ethics or anything? Not like medical ethics, but like philosophy and ethics or anything?
I'm taking like a couple 1, 2, and 3 courses, yeah. And then in my training, obviously, I'm taking tons of ethics courses.
You probably don't know where you're gonna.
Probably not in the philosophy. I've done a lot of like ethics of psychological practice, which we don't get into philosophy. We do one chapter where we outline the definitions of like deontology, consequentialism. I know those terms more from my philosophy classes.
Yeah.
We more so just go through like the Canadian Code of Ethics for Psychologists and ethics.
You said something one time that I thought hit a really good point, and I never heard you bring it up again. I get, unless you're, I don't like it when people bring up philosophy.
It's cool. I don't have any ethics training. That's probably something I could valor, but that's cool. I don't think I've seen one of those yet. But ethics training. Let's look it up. What do they learn in an ethics class? How do I get there? Here. What do you learn in ethics class? Ugh. Ugh. Thank you, Control Z. To put it simply, ethics represents the moral code that guides a person's choices and behaviors throughout their life. The idea of a moral code extends beyond the individual to include what is determined to be right and wrong for community or society at large. Ethics is concerned with rights, responsibilities, use of language, what it means to live an ethical life, and how people make moral decisions. We may think of moralizing as an intellectual exercise, but more frequently it's an attempt to make sense of our gut instincts and reactions. It's a subjective concept, and many people have strong and stubborn beliefs about what's right and wrong that can place them in direct contrast to the moral beliefs of others. Yet even though morals vary from person to person, religion to religion, culture to culture, many have been found to be universal, stemming from basic human emotions. Cool. So that's probably what you learn in ethics. Can you have morals without religion? Probably. Pretty sure you know not to kick somebody in the balls without a religion telling you not to kick somebody in the balls. Right?
Terms outside of very strict philosophy debates, because a lot of these terms are very loaded, and you can go to very weird areas very quickly unless everybody has a very thorough understanding of what the debate topic is. So something that he brought up a lot, and I think he used to get out of answering a lot of different questions, he kept saying this, like, I don't think the ends justify the means. I don't think the ends justify the means. When it comes to like a consequentialist approach to something, when it comes to like a deontological approach to something, I think that largely when we get to our applied ethics positions, regardless of your normative framework, so being consequentialist or deontological, your answers are going to look pretty similar anyway. Like the classic question is, a Nazi comes and knocks on your door, and you've got Jews in the basement, and he asks you, do you have any Jewish people in your basement? Well, would a deontologist really lie there? You know, that's breaking your principal line. It's like, well, okay, you know, fuck, like, I'm not going to give the honest answer here because he's going to go and kill these people. And, you know, maybe a clever deontologist says, like, okay, well, you know, the principle isn't lying. The principle isn't lying to do harm or lying to do. It's like, okay, well, then now we're talking about the consequences of your lie. And then even for like the consequentialist,
I would not want to be in that situation.
Okay, well, maybe principles are kind of important sometimes because holistically we all adhere to certain principles. Like, for instance, like, could I rape somebody who's a Satan? They'll never ever know about it. It's like, okay, well, from a strictly consequential point of view, maybe there's no harm, but we really want to live in a society where people are trying to do things. Probably something really fucking wrong, right? So, and anytime somebody brings up, like, I'm deontological, I'm consequentialist, as a way to escape answering difficult questions, I would push into that a little bit more. And say, well, at the end of the day, you really like strictly consequential, strictly deontological. Because you said something, I'm sorry, to bring it back, you said something really smart, where you
got bugs climbing the walls, guys. Maple bugs. They come in through the door. When they put it in, they didn't seal it right. And I haven't fixed it yet either, so it's my fault too. It's got a little bit of a space, and that little space beetles, those little
what if it was
Beetles
the
come
case
in.
that you wrote in philosophy, you know, or I'm sorry, in psychology, you know, to the letter, and it caused more harm than the ethics code? Is that the ethics code? Then why is it not harm? I think that's a good way to push back.
Yeah, they come in and I'll catch them and feed them to the
here's-
dog.
Over time, right? Yeah.
I'm curious what you think about kind of this like.
I kinda worry
harness
about it,
of
'cause
advocates and like the responsibility
like,
piece that comes with
there's
it,
a
because
bunch of
I think I was
them.
struggling 'cause it felt like he was saying,
And I
well,
think
I'm
it
honest
would
with cards, like,
they might be
I don't
poisonous
feel
if you feed a
responsibility.
whole
You might
bunch of
not
them to
feel
the
like
dog,
it's
so
you're shifting into like social advocate
trying to be
territory.
careful
Whether-
not to
whether you want the
feed her with
responsibility
too
or not,
many.
you want it to do the advocacy. I guess fundamentally like should take on it. Like you don't have to, you're not obligated to, but you should, right? Especially
Yeah,
since
I
like,
like
I think he cares about harm and stuff like that. Like, I think he genuinely care about that stuff. And I was just really, I didn't know what to do with that per se.
I like the way that you phrase it. Right, that was perfect. I don't always tell people they have to act certain ways. You just need to be aware of what the consequences of your actions are. That's the important. So
There
if
we
you don't want to
go.
call yourself an advocate, if you don't want the responsibility of being an advocate, that's fine. But that doesn't free you from the consequences of being an advocate, right? If you don't want to harm, or if you don't want to attack the care, have your offenders, blah, 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 okay, that's cool. You don't want to, but it doesn't really matter, right? If you know, if he's an artist, you can attack him with the concept of the death of his artist, which is once you release art into the world, people are going to engage in that, use it in ways that you never could imagine. Now, whether or not it's your responsibility to be aware of that engagement, I mean, that's a conversation you can have with an advocate or with an artist. You know, both of those people deal with that. Advocacy and art can be closely intertwined with each other. Lots of popular culture movements, lots of avant-garde art movements have incorporated forms of advocacy. I mean, art is traditionally like a progressive institution that challenges cultural norms. So, I mean, yeah, I think you're right there, but I think that was where you could have abandoned the word and just talked about what you were trying to summon behind the word. So rather than saying like you're an advocate, and he's like, I'm not an advocate.
I have no idea what they said. Paying attention to something else. So I should stop and pause and talk a little bit about it, even if it's not bad I'm talking about. I don't want to mess up any copyright stuff. I don't think he'd ding me for it though. I'm adding my own thoughts to a little bit. How are you doing now? My puppy dog. How's everybody doing in chat? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for checking me out at least. I wonder what brought you in. I see people popping in and out all the time, but not very many people chat. I've been waiting for a while. I'm a lot better when I'm talking to somebody. I don't know what kind of ability it takes to do that, but yeah, when I'm talking to people, it just sometimes I get a whole bunch of energy, but it does feel like it costs energy too. Playing my Path of Exile for the first time. Well, I tried to start it a couple times, but I never could get into it. So this is the farthest I've ever been in a game. I'm level 50. First time level 50. It's the highest I've ever been. Nope, killed stash, nope. That was a lot of crap. Alright, off to the next place. Ken's here. Oh, speaking of bugs, there you go. There you go. Good girl. Eat the bugs. Am I not using a filter? Oh no, I'm not. I wonder why. There, now the filter's open again. I wonder why it's shut off. That's weird. Do you have to turn the filter on every time, you guys, when you start? tried. Shoot, 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 shoot. All right. Not doing too bad. Level 50. Stuff can kill me really, really quick, it seems. Bone ring of the fox. It almost looks like a little TARDIS. How's chat doing today? Hopefully pretty good. Monday, start of the week. Taking it easy. Hopefully you're better than me. I am at work. I always work my ass off. And the only thing I get for doing that is more work. And then they know how much work you can do, so they expect that much work all the time. And it's just the worst experience ever. So, Mondays are lazy days. Apparently, you're supposed to keep your head down and do just as much work as you need to do without getting in trouble. That's what somebody else told me. I heard him in a YouTube video one day. He's like, yep, I was told just to keep my head down and do the bare minimum. And I was like, holy crap. You know how much time and energy I would have saved if I'd have been that kind of worker instead of a worker who works his ass off to do as much? I work my ass off because I think that I'd get raises. But no, they'd get me doing more, get me doing more, get me doing more, and no raise. And then they had problem when I had a problem with that. It's terrible. Terrible stuff. So don't do like me. Take your Mondays easy. Don't kill yourself doing work at a job that'll replace you in 2 days. Even though I say that, I've tried before. I've actually tried to be lazier. To take like little breaks. And I'd fail. I'd get bored. Immediately get bored waiting around, not working. And I'd go right back to work. And like, no, I'm supposed to be taking it easy today. And I'd go try to take it easy for about a minute, 2 minutes. And then boom, again, I'm back to work. Like, oh. But I don't know, I guess having a good work ethic helps you get some jobs done.
What you should have just said is, the things that you're saying are going to drive people to do certain things, or you might create a group of people that are driven to do a certain thing. Are you okay with that? Are you okay if this group of people takes your message and applies it in a way that is ultimately harmful? So rather than calling them an advocate, just talk about the consequences of his advocacy without using hate word, and then maybe have a conversation.
This isn't relating as much to Mr. Girl, but it made me think of this, which is like, I would say like, he wasn't as bad as like, I've come across some artists that like seem to really be averse to responsibility for their actions. I'm just curious basically if you have any like thoughts on like, maybe that's just like my selfish bias, the artists that I know. But it's something that's like been frustrating is like artists kind of being like, the art is the art for like that, and like the effects and consequences don't matter. Which I've always been like, I don't know if that's an artist thing or maybe I just like, and I don't think this is exclusively.
It's a very naive reading of all art. The only reason why your art means anything is because the society that it exists in is giving it that expression and its power. So for you to say that all of the expression that exists in society matters up until the point to where your art is created and after that the impact you have is irrelevant is just an incredibly stupid and naive reading of how art functions in the world. Right? No piece of art stands on its own. It makes sense. It has to be perceived by humans living in some culture or some society. And you're going to give something back when you create that art. Now, if you want to say, I don't give a fuck, I don't want responsibility for it, I'm sure I guess that's fine. I think it's whatever. But at the very least, you have to acknowledge the impact that it can have.
Yeah, okay. So it's just something that like you both, have you noticed it as a trend in artists or is that just my speculation?
I hate artists. They give a lot of dumb fuck takes about literally fucking. This is from somebody that went to music.
Just hates artists. I've heard a lot of dumb takes too. I usually like letting people have their dumb takes though. I think
Oh,
I
right.
don't-
Yes, I always forget that you did music school. I was
I don't
gonna
everything, yeah.
say I'm a book reader because we have saxophone and a piano. But some people are just hobbyists. So, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. My maid of honor actually is an artist and went to like art school, so I've just spent a lot of time around her friends, and that was just always like really drove me crazy. It was
It's just like a
very
really boring, immature. Like you have to acknowledge that like the art you create is going to have like ultimately, well, unless you're literally making art in a closet that nobody else is ever going to look at, right? Ultimately, you create art for other people. You want other humans to have some sort of emotional reaction or engagement. You're invoking a feeling by creating this art. Like how can you say that it's not going to have an effect? I don't understand. Like to say that your art doesn't affect the environment around you is almost to betray the entire purpose of art. Unless you are literally just creating a personal piece of art to stash in a closet that you never see or interact with.
Right, like it necessarily, like if you're making it to make a statement to the public, you like necessarily have to acknowledge that it's going to impact the public, and you are obviously the basis of that reaction because you put it out there. Okay, I'd be curious about because we kind of got at the end into like that weird friendship conversation with Twitch, which I know I think you've had with Mr. Girl as well, and I imagine it's going to come up. It probably, as somebody who's been doing it for a long time, you've probably had to deal with it often. Because it seems to be like this hang up for I don't know if it's just Mr. Girl, like he was very hung up around this like if there's money involved, what is actually the nature of the friendship, which I think is a valid question. It's just not obvious to me that like a friendship can't be legitimate and there be benefits financially for both necessarily.
Yeah, it could be, but at one point you have to choose. There's going to be a situation where you have to make a choice, and it's going to be based on your friendship, or it's going to be based on your financial well-being, and it's just going to depend on what you feel most about it. My rule for people.
I don't know. Friend that's involved with money. I wouldn't like to be involved with money with anybody. I don't want to owe anyone anything. Missed them twice.
In my life, in my personal life, is I don't trust anybody until we've been through like a serious situation where you could have fucked me over and you didn't. Until then, I don't trust anybody. I don't care. Like no amount of words means anything, and then no amounts of like being friendly means anything because that can always be like a business move. If a situation comes up like tomorrow, where like the whole internet castigates, Mr. Girl and said you're a horrible fucking person, you're horrible, and everybody does you're horrible, but then you still talk to them, like, fucking people get out of it, okay? Then that's like an action where it's like, okay, well, it looks like you're choosing.
Okay,
in my
that's
personal opinion, yeah, I think you have to go through something. There has to be a big situation where you could have fucked somebody over, or could have like been,
Like backstab them or like
Yeah,
just
exactly,
stop platforming them, something like that.
and then you choose not to, and then it's like, oh, okay, then maybe this now you can kind of see the true intent of it.
Do you think that the size of the
That sucks. You have to wait for that to see the true intentions of a person. It's got to be easier just to trust people, right? I mean, you will get screwed over, but imagine how much pain and suffering, distrusting everybody. It's got to take. It's got to take its toll on you. Thinking everybody's out to get you, thinking everybody's out to take you down, or out for clout. It would whittle away your life. Your life essence would totally be eaten away just existing. See, those are the situations I want to escape from. I don't want to hate. I don't want to be a bad person. I don't want to be a dick. I want to be somebody who can connect with people, who can learn. And there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn.
matters for that, right? Like, because you kind of pointed out, like, there's no situation where like somebody as tiny as me is ever going to be able to backstab you, even if I tried, right? Like, I would have to work pretty fucking hard to do that. So do you think like size, like, to what extent does size matter in these types of situations? Would you say?
I mean, it all depends. Like, you can obfuscate. I mean, you can just rationally think about this. Like, it might be the case that, let's say I'm friends with a small streamer and I'm constantly posting on them, they've got 200 of my viewers, and then some public shit comes up where everybody's attacking me, right? They're still technically incentivized to be nice to me because if they left me, it's not like they're all of a sudden going to grow massive. That's just kind of like a calculation you have to make from person to person. But, I mean, like, the more time you go through something, the more circumstance you go through with somebody, and the more you see how they act. People talk a lot, talk to you.
Right. So you're saying size matters.
I would say that it's more like how you use your audience than the actual value.
I was mostly making a joke at you, but that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Size matters. So yeah, apparently it does. I'm gonna be a small streamer for a little while, or forever. Who knows? The reliquary. I found the reliquary. Alright. It's been an hour and a half about. I'm going to take a quick break, you guys. Thanks for being with me. We'll get to the BRB screen, and I'll be back in just a minute. And we're back. Thanks for sticking around. We found the reliquary, didn't we? Holy. That just about killed me. That was a little scary. Ah! What a terrible I can't believe that counted. Alright, killed him. Valor. Come on, I wanted to read what a Valor was. Anybody know what a Valor is in chat? No? What good are you, chat? One day I'm going to have a chat that can answer questions, and I'm going to be so happy. Kill him, 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 kill him. Bone ring. Whoa. forgot about that. Slither Punch, Bone Scale Gauntlets. Oh, cool. I actually need gauntlets. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, let's see. How's that? Attack speed, evasion rating. Oh, cool. I get some Leech of Life now. That's cool. Am I just redoing the level? Whatever. I died, but I caught the fly. See? Caught him. So it was totally worth it. All right. I don't know where to go, guys. Playing this for a couple days. I still think I'm considered new. We'll consider me new until I do everything once. What the heck? Where am I supposed to be going? Huh. Is that Dirk now? Yep, that's Dirk. There's an exclamation mark there now. Where's the exclamation mark? What the heck? Where the hell is it? This is ridiculous. It's trying to get a little choked up. A little choked. My dad used to say that. Choked is a bad thing. Upset, kind of. Well, I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Oh. Stately hideout. Oh. I wonder why this looks so big. Stately hideout unlocked. Cool. Well, what the heck? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. The ossuary. This is terrible. Anybody know where to go? Oh, okay. Portal back to town. We'll portal back to town, and we'll see if we can head into the one quest. Maybe that'll help us get to past that thing there that's blocking us. That's probably what's gonna happen. Oh, cool.
Oh, I take notes when I talk to people. I notice you take notes when you talk to people.
Yeah.
I generally only do that in debates where I'm trying to hit every point at the end. I think that if you're having a conversation, I'm saying this to you, you actually know this because you said this. It doesn't feel good to run down a list of talking points in the back of a conversation. You want to have a dialogue. Because me saying like, okay, 1.1.2, right? It doesn't feel, now it feels like you're having like an Oxford style debate where you're just like running off things the audience about it. Yeah. But that goes back to just, I'm not saying don't take notes, you're just really sort of going back and forth with the dialogue.
In jumping in, I also have like lots of people don't know, but I have a brain injury, and so like my memory gets really hampered, and I get like, especially if like there's things going on inside, like while I was jumping in. Part of why I write it down is there's a good chance that if I like don't write it down, I might not actually like consolidate it fully. And
Yeah, memory problems. I've been having memory problems lately. Probably due to all my puffing. Gotta quit the puff. Find the entrance to the ossuary. How can I not find this? I discovered like every little bit of this stupid map. I still can't find the ossuary. That's the reliquary. Oh. It's the one right beside the teleporter. Jeez. I found another card, a No Traces card. That's kind of cool. I don't really know what the cards do, but that's kind of cool. of alteration. I've been quiet, too quiet. Look out, it's a trap. Who's played Star Fox 64? Wasn't that an awesome game? I say that all the time. It's quiet, too quiet. Look out, it's a trap, Peppy. Weird. What are we supposed to do now? Oh, now we can probably go through that thing. We can probably go through that door now, guys. Now. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. We're just making sure you're down here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's my baby. Good girl. Cathedral rooftop. What are we gonna do at the cathedral rooftop? Right. Right. Attack speed with bows. We're going, going, going. I could just get people to talk and chat. I would have a much easier time of entertaining people, as long as I don't keep forgetting what I'm saying mid-sentence. My memory. One day I'll have a chat. Doesn't matter if it takes years. People are gonna notice me. Stand up, stand out, hey. Stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. Tonight is the only face you see. I'm gonna stand up, stand out, hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. I press dodge. I press dodge. That's bullshit. That's cool. Oh, there's fire on the ground. Oh no. This is gonna take a long time. Kitava the Insatiable is killing the crap out of me. Well, I don't know how that's gonna kill me, but it probably will. What the heck just happened? Huh. Yeah. Petting my puppy. You gotta pet him every once in a while. Alright. Just killed, or lost to some kind of god. I think I'm at the end of Act 5. How's everybody doing? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. This is my first go through the game, so I'm pretty new. I haven't run any of it, and I should probably listen to the quest and the story, but I can't be bothered. I'll catch it one of the nether dozens of times. If I keep playing it, then maybe I'll do it next time. Next season. Oops. My buddies all play this game a lot, so it's good for me to It's only been 2 hours. I wonder why it's feeling like it takes longer and longer each day. The first day was 12 hours. Didn't feel like long at all. Today, I've been tired after 2 hours. Maybe it's because of the people, the amount of people, and the excitement of getting new followers. Message in a bottle. Well, I guess we could have a story time. I once accidentally broke into a school. How do you say accidentally? I, for some reason, got it in my head that it'd be fun to play at a school. And so I'd run around inside the school, just up and down the stairs, through the hallways. I thought it would be fun. So I went to the back of the school where there was a vent, and the vent was off, and I stuck my head inside, and my glasses and my hat fell off. I got stuck in the fan, the exhaust fan of the building, and it turned on while I was in there. It didn't hurt me. Luckily, when it turned on, it wasn't powerful enough to kill me, because otherwise I would have died, because it turned on a bunch of times. I got stuck in there. I couldn't push anything to get myself out. I couldn't reach my glasses. I couldn't reach my hat. And I couldn't get out. So I ended up having to grab a pipe that was on the inside and pull myself in. And I cut and scratched up all my chest and my shirt and my bunny hug. It's all bleeding. And I finally pulled myself inside, fell down on dirt in a sub-basement, and just passed out. And I was caught for so long there that I was just exhausted, and I passed out for hours. and I woke up and I was scared. I had freaking got caught. I wanted to go home. I got up. I started looking for a way out. I totally forgot about my hat and my glasses. I found an entrance, a little opening doorway that led to a classroom right next to the exit. I jumped out and an alarm went off. And oh man, that scared the crap out of me. So I just ran straight out the door, ran home, and basically went back to bed. I went and reported it to the police after because I couldn't handle it. I had to go and be honest. So I went to the police station and said that I had been inside the school. I dropped my hat and my glasses, and he's like, you know, if there's anything missing, like, I'm coming for you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't steal anything. I didn't damage anything or steal anything, and I don't know what happened. But anyways, the cop came to drop off my glasses and my hat, and it was fine. They must have appreciated me being honest. They didn't think I actually stole or did anything. Maybe there was a camera of me jumping just outside immediately after it started. It's kind of a funny story. I thought I cleared the Twilight Shrine of Undead. I guess I have to go back and kill more.